Daily rosters. 2 more pick from. Correct. Yeah, we'll go. Dude, that's a rematch of the World Series. Oh. I get to pitch with Edinson Volquez. He used to pitch for the Pirates. Kind of used to his stuff. Man, the Royals need some pitching, don't they? Ay, ay, ay. Say what they need and they win the World Series, huh? Let's see what Eric Hosmer has. One of the captains.
We've got baseball from the home of the 2015 World Champs, Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Opening night here in this brand new season. The crowd is ready to
erupt. They're going to give them the rings?
Their guys
This should be a ring presentation.
Field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Kansas City Royals.
Yeah. Sorry for the yawning. I've been up since midnight, since the game came out.
With that, here are Terry Collins' New York Mets. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Yeah, you know, I love what the Grandy man, Curtis Granderson, does for this ball. He's a catalyst for this offense when his bat is hot. Just needs to keep having good at-bats.
Curtis Granderson is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Now a swing and a miss there from Granderson, and he's quickly down here 0-2. Shot fouled over towards the coaching box. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. The mercury has dipped under 50, 49 degrees here at first pitch. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game.
Second spot tonight, third baseman, number 5.
David Wright.
I fit in the crowd, don't I?
And misses for strike one.
Like,
well, you figure that curveball is going to be an
you see me sitting up
pitch
there, I look
for
like
him
this
going
lady.
forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story.
See,
of
she's got
how
my shirt
well
on. If I
he
move
fares
over a
here
little bit,
he's gonna
I'm
need
like
to
her.
mix his speeds against a lineup like this.
Like,
Once they start
up here in the
sitting on pitches,
That's so funny. If I sit back, I'll be as small as they are. I'll be like, look, I'm up in the crowd. Hey, I'm just sitting back watching the game. That's pretty funny right there. Seat's a little higher or lower than theirs. I need to move over. Get this seat here next to these people. There you go. I got like a big seat. Oh, taking too long, was it?
Volquez has his target. Here's the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep
Just
in
the
the
man
hole
in the
now,
stands.
0-2. And there are the umpires assigned to this one, calling balls and strikes.
high praise for most people for his command of the zone. He will occasionally give the pitcher just a little extra off the plate if he spots it well, though.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit to third. Moustakas is there. Throw to first is in time to take care of Wright, and that's the second out.
Batting third,
Lucas Duda gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Now a swing and a ground ball. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. And with that, here's a look at the hometown Royals starting lineup.
I'm batting.
Steve, what's their focus as they go for their first win?
Well, they're facing a guy today that throws a lot of strikes, so you're going to have to be aggressive early in the count, but get the ball up in the zone. Shorten up a little bit, put the ball in play.
Lorenzo Cain started to go around, but it's a
That's that
called strike.
curveball. He's
0-1.
very confident with it.
And boy, big
Watch that
problems here to
curveball.
start
He's
this
very
at-bat.
confident
It's
with that.
0-2
Didn't I
now.
just say
Oh, and I
that?
like that he went right back to that curveball there after the check swing.
Yeah, you almost got him once. Try it again and see if he can hold off.
That was the worst
And
at bat
he
I've ever had.
reaches for one out of
Thank
the
you very
zone
much.
and misses rather badly for the first out.
batting second,
Striding into the box, Gerard Dyson. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
I'm
First
gonna get
pitch of
some
the
up and
at-bat
away.
on its way. High
Yep, I did.
pop-up.
Just got under it.
Walker is there for it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Batting third.
Henry's Morales gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little.
It's hard to improve dynamic
Swung
difficulty
on and
when every
missed that
game you
time.
play,
It's
you're facing
0-1.
the other team's ace.
2 out, nobody on.
So, like, even on veteran, they're still bringing some good stuff.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Here it comes on 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And that misses 2-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Conforto is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Nothing doing for the Royals in the first. After an inning from KC, no score here on the show. Yoenis Cespedes makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know
Just
he
one
has
inning
full-time
away, I
power.
think, from going all-star
And
here.
he takes a
pitching.
cold strike, 0-1.
This is where I at least want to be.
Hot shot on the ground is short.
Hot
And that'll
shot
go as the
in
Mets'
the
first
city.
hit of the ball game. Into the box, Neil Walker, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed
One
here.
former Pirate
He's just flat out a
versus
better hitter
another
from the
former
left side.
Pirate.
He's a switch hitter, but it's no secret this is his favorite side to hit from.
And he falls behind 0-2. Volquez sets. Here it is on 0-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. In there, a base hit.
Why did I do that? Why didn't I go to second? I had a force play. Shit. Choke.
Batting sixth.
Coming to the plate now, Travis d'Arnaud. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Pirates.
As a hitter here, you've got to make him get the ball up. You don't go swinging at pitches that are down in the zone and more likely to turn into double play balls.
Hit hard up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit. The throw home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
First time I've been losing all day.
Juan
All
Lagares
day.
will stand in as he'll get a break from playing the field and be the DH here in this one.
Yeah, it's a nice luxury to have here in an interleague ball game. You give him a little bit of a break from the field, but you still keep that big bat in the lineup.
The second for one, over to Hosmer, and it's a double play.
Well, let's get out of this, huh?
Michael Conforto gets his first shot now, trying to cash in with a runner at third and 2 gone. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Eric Hosmer, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Eric.
Good swing, just got to
in
try
front.
and straighten that one out. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Fastball misses inside, it's even at 1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike.
1 and 2 there. Pause.
Now here's the pitch. Swung on in the dirt
Looking
for
bad.
the third strike. And the throw is there to record the first out.
Batting fifth.
Into the box now, Salvador Perez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. This is hit high and deep out to left.
That's more like it.
Racing back, and this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to left, and with it, the Royals are back to even at 1 apiece.
And you know, after a month down in spring training, near the end, you start to get a little anxious waiting for the season to get going. I guarantee you, he's been looking for now, and it makes the wait worthwhile.
Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon.
Alex.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. After it is Cespedes. And he tracks it down.
This
A
looks
nice
like so much
running
more
play
room in
to
the
record
outfield
the
this year.
second out.
You know, that's the thing with
Maybe
throwing
it's the
fastball as hard as he
pitch shot
does.
camera gives
It
that
makes fly
impression.
balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
Mike Moustakas is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Into
Where's
his
my
windup.
number? He's
Here
gotta
comes
do
the
well.
1-0. To first. Duda's up with it. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. As Drubal Cabrera steps in here to start out their half of the third, top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base, and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
And it's quickly 0-2.
Watch, here I am in the crowd again. Yep, these are my ladies right here.
Hit on the ground to short. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
The right fielder, number 3.
So one man gone for the Mets in the third, and we'll go back to the top of the lineup now for Curtis Granderson. Breaking ball for a strike.
At least I'm wearing the colors of the home
That is
team.
a nice pitch right there. You kind of slow it down and give him that big breaking ball to start off the at-bat. Make sure he's not a guy that's looking to ambush that first pitch fastball.
Good break to that one, and he's in command, 0-2. And, you know, I'm one of many that enjoys watching Granderson play the game. A lot of people don't know that he wears his socks high to honor all the greats who played in the Negro Leagues years ago. So he tips his cap to the history of the game whenever he's on the field.
Well, the way he plays, he honors the present of the game as well.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Stay low with it.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Swing and a liner, but this will be a foul ball. And he finally wears him down here as
Gets
he
a corner
strikes him
call.
out after a 9
That's that umpire gives the
at-bat.
outside call if
You
you
know, and I think most
place
hitters
it
will tell
right.
you, if you get a bad call on strike 1 or strike 2, you know, they can live with that. But if you're going to punch me out on strike 3, it better be a strike. If not, I feel like you're taking the bat out of my hands.
Here's the third baseman, David Wright. As he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat, it's strike 1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Volquez has his sign. Here's the 0-2. Hit in the air to right field. Dyson will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Alcides Escobar digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
The shortstop, Alcides Escobar.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Cespedes is there. 1 out.
Batting 9th.
Leadoff man retired for Omar Infante.
Come on, Omar.
Infante.
First pitch coming. Here it is. On the ground to third. Wright has it.
Damn.
On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
The center fielder, number 6.
Lorenzo Cain will stand in here. He was set down on strikes to start the home first.
Yeah, and he went down on 3 straight pitches, so he didn't put up much of a fight in that at-bat. Looking for a better one right here.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Lucas Duda is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
First baseman, number 21. Lucas.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's
Hey,
one of the
you back here,
locations he
sit down.
really covers well, so
No,
they're
don't
gonna
give me.
wanna mix their
Don't wave at
spots
me.
here.
Sit down. Thank you.
Good curveball that time in the low 80s, 0-2.
And we've seen a lot of that pitch here in the first 4 innings, and it's been real effective for him, and that's another example right there.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Yoenis Cespedes strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around. Hit sharply on the ground to the left.
Right down the middle. That didn't help us
hit
do
as
that.
that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
Up next for the Mets.
Stepping in, Neil Walker. He reached on a single in his first try. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line. In
Oh,
left.
you little
And that'll
whippersnapper,
get
you.
down for a base hit.
Neil Walker.
Around third and being waved on home. And a relay home. And this will not be close, and the run will score
I knew at some point
easily.
today Neil Walker would make
Now
me
in the
mad.
box, Travis d'Arnaud. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. And that's in there for strike one. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. A good start as he's got his first double of the year here on opening night. Swung on and hit deep
When
to
he
left
hangs him a
center.
curveball,
But
it's going
that'll
over,
hit
huh?
off the wall in left center. The run scores from second. It's now 3-1. And he will pull into second with an RBI double. Juan Lagares will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Whoops. Accidentally turned up my sound.
Chop foul at the plate.
I knew
Strike
nothing
one.
good could come from Edinson Volquez on the mound.
3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far.
I know that's my
Well, he's
pirate
really
bias,
getting the
but
better of it
he didn't
now.
do
It's strike
any
two.
shit when he was with us. When he was with us.
To third, Moustakas has it. Throw gets him, 2 down. Michael Conforto stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
And even though you got a 2-run lead, you don't want to be leaving too many guys in scoring
kidding me?
position.
Hold on now, that ball is down and could score a run. And
Shit.
the run is in to score from second, and it's a 4-1 game. As Drubal Cabrera steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And this is a guy that needs to throw that curveball for strikes.
Yeah, when he doesn't have command on it, that's when he has to lean on his fastball. And sometimes that'll get him in trouble.
This is in the air out to straightaway center. Kane is under it. And that retires the side.
Thank God.
So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we
Welcome
go.
back.
It's the Mets 4. And
All the
leading off
confidence
the
in the
inning,
world.
Gerard Dyson. And they'll need him to get something going here.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Maybe these guys are going to start getting a little more aggressive here early in the count. This is the first pitch of the inning, and he's on base here to kick things off.
Harvey over to first, back in standing.
Simple throw over there.
Perhaps wisely, another look to first.
I hate
Keeping
this. Come
particularly
on.
close tabs on him.
Must think something's up.
Yep, first game of the season, they're already talking about his pitch count.
Looks like
But this year we're gonna pretend that you're really hurt, okay?
Right shoulder injury.
That way there won't be no
That's
saying
always
that you just-
concerning, so hopefully it's not as bad as it looks.
Take a
Hansel
rest.
Robles will be summoned now to take over following the
Take
injury.
your rest. Sorry. Yawn, yawn, yawn. What's his pitches? Seamer. 4-seamer slider, changeup, 2-seamer.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now one hit near the
Oh,
first base
come
line,
on.
but this is going to wind up a foul ball.
Looks like he signaled fair ball.
4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
The first baseman, number 30.
Digging in now, Eric Hosmer. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last
They
time,
put
so
us back
maybe they
in
have
with
a
one
pretty
swing in
good
the back
idea of
there.
how to attack him again right here.
Runners on first with 1 down. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2.
They all count as balls.
The 2-0 pitch. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Line toward right center, and that's in there. Base hit. Long throw to third. But too late, and he's safe at third.
Too much of a risk to take, and we took it.
It wasn't just that he was getting fastballs there.
Time to run to the plate, and this guy's hit a solo home run already. Come on.
This catches a ton of the plate, and he turns it around for a solid single.
Salvador Perez is next
My
as he
pitch
finds
again,
himself
high
behind
outside. That was a
0-1.
good call.
That's not a bad idea right there. Take a pitch. Make sure you get a good look at him and what he's throwing.
Tap fouled at home plate.
Out in front of that changeup.
Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Off the plate at 94, 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking there. You've got to put this ball in play.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. Alex Gordon gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out out.
There's a swing.
Get out. Get out.
Just gonna sit back.
Yes. Tie ball game. That's what I'm talking about. Woo. And that's what makes this game great.
3-run home run down the line in right, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Come on, Moose.
Third baseman Mike Moustakas now. That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. 3 runs already home here. Grounded to the right. Duda's got it. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But not before the Royals. Curtis Granderson will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
Gordon going back, still going back.
Oh my gosh.
He's got it. A nice
I thought for
play
sure it was
there.
off the wall,
2
maybe
away.
a home run. I
This
had
is
no idea what was
exactly
going
what
to
he
catch
needed
that.
after his guys came back to tie the ball game. He's only 1 out away from a shutdown inning.
Lucas Duda stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Volquez is ready. Here's the 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Grounded up the first baseline. On with it, the first is Hosmer, and that ends the inning. Alcides Escobar comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th. Here comes the first pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Cespedes is in his tracks now. 1 pitch, 1 away. Ready now, Omar Infante. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Cespedes is after it. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Yeah, 2 pitches, 2 outs here so far. Offensively, that's not the kind of inning you want in a tie ball game. You need to make him work at least a little bit out there.
Oh, he looks like he's swinging a garden.
There's that low swing I was talking about. They get down
for strike 1.
Almost like they're hunkers.
If he makes contact there and makes an out, that's a 3-pitch inning. I think I would have had him look at least 1.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. Yoenis Cespedes will dig in now as he'll lead things off for the Mets in their half of the 6th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Good breaking ball there. Had him frozen. Strike 1. Chopped foul right at home plate. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
And here's that sequence once again right here on Show Track. Now, normally this is a guy that you might want to nibble with, but he was all business here in this at-bat. Each one of these pitches finds the strike zone, and they're able to set him down quickly to lead off the inning.
Here's Neil Walker. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Now a sinker runs in on him a bit as he's got to step out of the way there.
Well, nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, pitchers have the right to work inside.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Ground ball right side. Fielded cleanly by Hosmer. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting,
Travis d'Arnaud stands in, looking to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
4-4 is our score as we play the 6th. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And it looks like he's rebounded pretty well from that rough inning a couple innings back. He put up a 0 last time, and he's close to doing it again.
Come on, Jim. Get it together.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Volquez into the windup. Here's the 0-2. And another foul ball. Here it comes, 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Antonio Bastardo will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
number 59.
Gerard Dyson will stride in. Popped out and singled in his 2 trips.
Yeah, and he made just a little adjustment last time coming off of that pop-up the first time around, and he got himself a base knock. That's what the good ones do.
Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out. Kendrys Morales will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike one.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. There to play it is Walker, and there are two gone now.
The first baseman, number 35.
Eric Hosmer will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. First offering on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Oh, I need some
Guys,
caffeine.
this has been just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they needed him to come in and give him a strong inning, and he's done exactly that.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Royals go down 1-2-3.
Well, I'm gonna take a break right here. I'll be right back. I'm back, boy. Oh. All right, let's do this. I'll finish her up.
The late innings of this one.
Juan Lagares.
Now a ball hit sharply toward third, but this will be speared at third,
Wow.
and that was self-defense all the way. One gone.
And some Volquez
I
looks
think
good.
a sigh of relief is in
That's
order
very
out there on
realistic.
the mound after that one. That's the potential go-ahead run if he can get aboard. Instead, it's just a loud line-out.
Standing in now, Michael Conforto, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
Time to get somebody up in the pen. Throwing some fat pitches with
A
Edmonton.
couple of hard-hit balls here to start the inning.
That's what I'm
The
talking
first
about.
one found a glove, but not this one, though. He's on with a one-out single.
As Drupal Cabrera will step in now.
To the
He's
lefty
bounced
out.
out and flown out in his first 2 plate
Our
appearances.
best righty.
And now that Royals bullpen will get busy as we see both the southpaw and a right-hander get loose. Curveball looked at here for strike one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him. Hit hard back up the middle. And
Damn
that's
it.
through for a hit.
The right fielder.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, one man out. And we'll go back to the top of the lineup now for Curtis Granderson. Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Now here comes Kansas City manager Ned Yost making that slow walk to the mound. And that's going to do it here for Edinson Volquez. Kelvin Herrera is out from the bullpen as he'll get his first work of the season here on opening night. Curtis Granderson will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. But he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Chopped foul at the plate. He
Always
stays
tough
alive,
out.
still 0-2. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Swing and a line drive, but
Giving him too
foul.
much to plate. Come on, Jim.
And he is
That's
down
sad.
on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game. David Wright gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
You want to talk about a live arm? This guy's got one all right.
Now pitch swung on and missed as they get ahead of right now 0-2.
Yeah, that's a very hittable location right there. Not where you want to be.
This one gets through, and that could bring in a run.
Better not bring it around.
And he is
Dead meat at
out
the plate.
trying to take the lead, but this game's going to remain deadlocked as the
Oh, that's got to give us the win, huh?
Salvador Perez will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Into the seats.
I wanted that one. Good towel.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2.
I'm trying to be their Curtis Granderson. The Royals version of Curtis Granderson.
Oh, and they pulled a string on a
Except for
good
that
change
pitch.
up there as he swings and
Swing and a
misses,
miss.
and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. Alex Gordon will stride in again as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the 4th inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ballgame to this point. Swing and a miss. Little too anxious there. 1-1.
And he's always so tough on left-handed hitters. That slider is just so difficult to pick up.
Ooh, jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. Set to deal on a 1-2 strike. Ball 2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
Since coming in the 6th, I mean, he's knocked down 5 in a row, giving him a real lift out there.
Mike Moustakas Will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
All knotted up. 4-4 the score here in the 7th. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Way outside. 1-2. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is... Lucas Duda will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
Nope, that's a ball.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Fouled straight back. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Yoenis Cespedes ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him on just 3 pitches.
First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. Chopped weakly to the left. To his left, Moustakas on to first, and there were 2 down.
Up next for the Mets, second baseman, Neil Walker.
Neil Walker will step in, a ground-out victim his last time. And a high strike there, 0-1. We're in the 8th inning now of a 4-4 ball game. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now a swing, and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And an easy play there from Moustakas, and that ends the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. Alcides Escobar will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence. He's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. A 1 pitch on its way. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Again, he sends it out of play.
Oh, I'd have more fun if I wasn't so freaking tired. Come on.
Now a ball hit
Get down,
in the
get
air,
down, get down, get down, get down, get down.
Down the ball. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Omar Infante. He flew out in his last at-bat. Out in front of it, strike 1. One out, nobody on. Hit to short. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Lorenzo Cain will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's
oh, nah. What's my name? What's my name? Oh, nah.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Antonio Bastardo just a pitch for the Padres as well. They're all over the place.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Set to deal on 2-2. Swing and a liner. Foul.
Swinging a big liner. Don't
Making
carry
him
me
sweat
too
out
far
there.
away.
The 7th pitch coming up. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Worked it back full just to be
Gerard
punked.
Dyson digs in. He was set
How about a
down
gap
on
shot here? Let's
strikes
take the
in his
lead, huh?
last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. First
You know you're
pitch back
capable,
in here,
son.
and that's the first strike.
Wow.
Come on, son.
No chance of getting on top of that fastball. I mean, that's helmet level right there.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. And he comes back with a
Once again,
fastball.
forget how to
1-2
stride.
now.
You love it so much it's back, you can't remember it's there.
In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over.
Be right back.
Royals lead 1. Score remains tied at 4. Travis d'Arnaud ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
I need some sustenance. I'm gonna stay up and mess with the sound of the show. What are they doing? Pitch to me. I'm not here. Oh, I'm pitching.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Grounded foul off to the right.
Crack anybody? I'm gonna leave. Half an hour.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away.
Probably pick up by Michael.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. Juan Lagares will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. In there, and it's 0-1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Michael Conforto digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
It doesn't look like the nerves are getting to him so far. He looks pretty good out there.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
A pause and the 0-2. Hit to first. Hosmer has it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. This game's all tied at 4. Jerry Blevins will come on needing to get 3 outs here to try to send this game to extra innings.
Jerry Blevins. 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 Jerry Blev
Kendrys Morales will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Kendrys Morales.
Right on, but this is foul down toward the box at third. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
You need to walk off the foot.
Grounded to short. Cabrera's up with it. And he's retired here, 1 away.
The first baseman, number 35.
Eric Hosmer ready to try again. Struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometime.
Throw gets him, 2 down.
2 quick outs here to start the inning. It's looking more and more likely that we're going to need extra innings here to decide this one.
Salvador Perez is at the plate as he watches ball 1. A 1-0 delivery. Hot shot toward third. And this is down for extra bases. And there's your winning run moving into scoring position. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
The left fielder, number 4.
Boy, that's a big at-bat right there with 2 outs in the 9th inning. You've got the winning run out there at second base, so you can't afford to serve up another base hit or the ball game's over.
Alex Gordon stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Nervous time now in that third base dugout.
Heck, nervous time up here. My heart's racing, and I'm just watching this game.
One 0 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed 1-1.
With the game on the line here, you got to make sure you're going after strikes.
High in the air out to center field. Cespedes is there. And that's the 3rd out.
3 baseball.
So they can't get that winning run home, and that means we'll have to go a little longer tonight to find a winner. 9 can't. As Drupal Cabrera gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, and that one swung through the strike zone that time at 98, 0-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Grounded back up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Oh my God.
And he is in there. Curtis Granderson digs in, looking to send something into the outfield that gives that go-ahead run a chance to score from second from the stretch. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
And this is a big spot here in this ball game. You've got to be able to move that guy up 90 feet. It's a must in this situation.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. And this is popped up. Back behind second. Infante onto the grass. 1 down. David Wright will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. First pitch on its way. Lays off 1-0. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95-plus mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
The 1-2 pitch. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. And if you can put that changeup below his knees, he won't come within a foot of it.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Lofted in the air out toward right center. After it is Kane. 2 down. Lucas Duda will stand in now in what could be one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game.
And what he has to do right here is put his 0 for 4 out of his mind. He hasn't had the greatest of performances to this point in the game, but he could make up for it with a big hit right here.
Ready with the 0-1. Hit hard down the line. And a reach with the backhand, but he comes up empty as that gets by him. But it is not in time as they take the lead here in the late going. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Center fielder.
Yoenis Cespedes takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base.
Yeah, base hit right through the infield. Probably do it, but you can bet those guys in the outfield are going to be coming up gun.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Mets played a run on a couple of hits. So now we'll see if these... Jerry's Familia will get the call here an inning later than usual as he'll try to save this one in the 10th. Mike Moustakas will come forward now, trying to at least get on base with his guys down a run here in extra innings.
Yeah, I don't think you really need to be swinging for the fences just yet. You just need to find a way to get some guys on base and get that conveyor belt rolling.
Cespedes is under it, and they'll flag it down easily, so a one-pitch out here to start the home half of the 10th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Cespedes over to his right, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Yeah, it's starting to look like he's got this one under control. Just 1 out away now from a big extra inning victory here on the road.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. 0-1 count and the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Duda in foul ground makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, it took him an extra inning to do it, but they'll certainly take it as they lock up a good road victory here in 10 innings.
Time for one last check of the line score in this extra innings victory. And, boys, probably a handful of deserving candidates for our top player of the game award, but what do you say we go ahead and give it to the man who shut the door out of the pen?
Yeah, it's nice to have someone like this.
Bye-bye.